Hello YouTube and welcome back to Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past Randomized. My name is PhoenixWright7, and in the last episode we got the Moon Pearl finally and explored the vast majority of the Dark World. In today's episode we will take on Misery Mire Maze and possibly something else, who knows. Um, let's just get through this as quickly as possible because this is my least favorite dungeon in the game. I forgot to say that this is a Let's Play, but that should be fairly obvious. That's a good way to start. There we go, that's what I was trying to do. I don't know why, I just never liked this dungeon. I think it just kind of drags on. Darn it. At the same time, part of the reason why I don't like it might be... Wow, I'm doing horrible. Part of the reason why I don't like it is probably because I always do it out of order. So I'm always just a little bit weaker than you're supposed to be. And I just feel like it's a long dungeon. Not a hard dungeon, a long dungeon. Or at least not hard unless you're sucking. After today's recording, I'm probably not going to record too much. The sixth Ace Attorney game is gonna be out. I guess it's coming out in tomorrow afternoon, or this afternoon, I suppose. Since it's, I think, 1 o'clock right now in the morning. I'm probably going to spend as much as I can just playing that game. I may get called into work this weekend, which really sucks. I don't think there's any reason for me to be here yet. Wait, there might be a key. I forget. No, I don't think there is. Never mind. But, yeah, I'll probably be playing Ace Attorney for, basically all day long if I can help it, once it finally comes out. I didn't... Oh boy. This is a wonderful start. That did a lot of damage. You jerk. At the rate this is going, I'm only going to be doing one dungeon this episode. Thank you. Oh, I know what key I haven't gotten yet. That's another thing. There are a lot of keys in this dungeon. I'm not sure how many you can skip. Especially considering this is a randomizer. The key I decided to skip could be the big key, if you can't skip any. But I need to hit that switch that I missed earlier. Thankfully it's not too much backtracking. It's enough backtracking, but it's not too much. How did I miss this? Is there any? No, there's nothing there. Alright, I can get this key. Or whatever it is. It's the map. What's in here? I've never been in this room before, I don't think. No, I haven't. There's a reason why. Wrong item. You know what? And then everything died. Okay, I don't need that then. Alright. I think this is usually the map. Not this time. That's always a full magic. Why play normally when you can cheat? Come on. Okay, this is usually the big key. It's the compass this time. I think I know where the last chest would be. I need to go down there. My first playthrough of this game, I think I got a fairly easygoing randomized. Randomized Misery Mire. But this time I do not. That's the big key, so I think it's just going to put the dungeon item in the big chest. Yep. Well, not entirely useless. Actually, I think we're about done with this dungeon already. I actually have to use the map to make sure I haven't missed anything. I don't think so. Not sure. This game's usually pretty good about giving you magic when you're going to need magic. Not all the time, but I think most of the time they'll give you plenty of magic. I know there's nothing in here, but I want to get it anyways. Because right now, all I need is the ice rod, and I can do whatever dungeon I want. So I mean, I can do Turtle Rock with the ice rod. That's the only reason why I need the ice rod. Whoops. And I'm still playing horribly. I can't get those? I thought I could for some reason. And we are about done with the dungeon. I'd say... I'm only missing one room, and I don't think there's anything in there. So I'm not going to worry too much. If I'm not missing the ice rod really late into the game, then I'll go and find it, but I don't think I am. What's funny is this isn't really cheating. Because you can have the magic cape by that point anyways, so that wasn't really cheating at all. But there's one item we're gonna get before we take on Ice Palace, but unless that item is the Ice Rod, then the next dungeon is gonna be Ice Palace, and we will be taking that on this episode. Because we are only at 13 minutes. Whoops. Save and quit to get us to where we need to go real quick. You see, I am actually forgetting an item right now. At least I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten it, since I just got the flippers, I believe, last episode. Then I probably haven't gotten it. Let's see, what item is this? Just red rupee? Well, gonna take on Ice Palace. I'm actually going to get full hearts before taking on this dungeon. Because, I mean, it's right here, so why not? And I'll throw some rubies in. Because, again, it's here. Why not? For those that don't know what that does, it increases your luck, which has a minor, I believe, effect on prize drops. Though I really don't know how much of an effect it is. This is also where you could maximize your bombs and arrows after throwing in thousands of rupees. I'm pretty sure that was just thrown in just I don't know. Because developers wanted to, I suppose. Ice Palace. This dungeon isn't too bad as long as you have the Can of Samaria. If you don't have the Can of Samaria from Dungeon 6, this dungeon can be a bit of a pain. It's not confusing like the Water Temple Ocarina of Time is, at least if you don't use your map. I've always held that the Water Temple really isn't that bad, you just have to use your map so that you always know which room you've been into, which room you have not been into. But this dungeon does have a lot of backtracking, kind of like the Water Temple does. Big key right away. Gotta love randomizers. And I do, I love randomizers. It's a great way to, it's a great way to breathe new life into a game. If there's a game that you've played through more times than you care to count, it's a game that you love, but you really don't have much interest to play it, try either to play through it as fast as possible, because speedrunning can be pretty fun, or if it has randomizer, play with randomizer. What? I didn't want to waste bombs. Why? I don't know. I'm gonna say this episode will probably be about 25-30 minutes, I'd say. And now look at my bomb count. There's a good reason to conserve bombs, I suppose. I really like to abuse bombos when it comes to rooms that have several enemies. Hold up, I think NCS got caught by this too. This room's annoying because of that moving floor. No. Well, that was annoying. The hookshot was really a cool item, and I personally feel that it's the coolest in A Link to the Past. Well, no, the double claw shot's definitely the coolest, but I've actually always felt that that Ocarina of Time was kind of lame with its hook shot, just because they gave you this really weak hook shot, and then they they're like, oh hey, let's make the hook shot much better into the long shot, and that's gonna be your new that's gonna be your dungeon item. Like, they did do a similar thing. So I've got... No, there could be one more item in here. Kill them before they hit me. Like, the hook shot in Ocarina of Time is so weak. Just has no range on it. Is it really? Darn it. A little too early. You are lucky, Bubble. I hate this room for speedrunning. I want to say that's the last item, but I will continue to explore just in case there's one more item I can get. I don't think there is. But that's okay, we're almost done with this dungeon anyways. No. I'm just gonna spend this entire episode like near death with that incessant beeping. It's starting to look like it. I was trying one playthrough and I didn't have the hammer when I got here. I was like, well, that's disappointing. This should either give me the map or the compass. Here's something I never got as a kid. You can push these to get, go through that door, but why would you ever want to? That brings you really far back. I think that's just an extra key. I actually don't need to do that again. And this will be the map. Now, I believe... Did I get hit by a fireball? Okay. I believe this will take me exactly where I want to go. I'll kill this dude. That's that's why you have the cancer area. Now, I don't believe there's anything here outside of that. And that will bump that. Nothing there. And we are off to kill Coltstare. Vitreous was a cakewalk. Will Coltstare be a cakewalk? Probably. Kinda, sorta. I forgot to do my spin slash. Told you all, or I hope I told you all that once I got the Moon Pearl and was ready to start exploring dungeons, that it would be real quick going. But we just got the magic mushroom, so there's one more thing we're gonna do before we go find ourselves in the next dungeon. Actually, there's two more things we can do. It took Pro Jared way too long to get this. All we need is that ice rod. We are going to get the sword and arrow upgrade. Now, I do believe that getting the sword upgrade is going to cause some problems against one of the bosses. So hopefully I'll remember when I get to Mothula that the level 4 sword has no effect unless I poke or something. So I usually try to fight Mothula with the fire rod anyways, so killing all the enemies now. Yeah, looks like we're gonna be at 30 minutes. I think it's only Mothula that has that glitch that where it isn't really affected by the level 4 sword. And I don't know why that is. Some kind of programming. I don't know. I believe blind takes the same amount of damage no matter what weapon you use, which is a little weird. So, even though I've got the best sword in the game, that isn't going to make level 3 any easier because of Mothula's glitch. But we will probably take care of Mothula. Next episode. If level 6 and level 5 went by that quickly, then level 4 and level 3 should go by just as quick. So in the next episode, we will be taking on Blind's Hideout in Skull Woods. I can almost guarantee we'll be doing 2 dungeons. Unless I get the Ice Rod in Blind's Hideout, then we'll be taking on Blind's Hideout in Turtle Rock. But until then, I don't know when I'm going to be recording another episode. I mean, given so far all I've uploaded is 2 episodes, but I'm going to upload episode 3 tonight. Just trying to give each episode enough time to garner at least some views, especially since I start up every episode with "Hello YouTube," and it'd be a little weird. I think the word would be superfluous. I said that wrong. I apologize. But yeah, I think it'd be a little bit that if I said "Hello YouTube" and I've got 0 views per episode, which I mean, my first episode has a couple, and second episode has less, but still a couple, so even though I've had this channel for a long time, or had this YouTube account for a long time, I haven't done anything but use it to watch videos, so I can't expect to have any views when I just started uploading. But hopefully I'm getting a little bit better at this. It's gonna be fairly rocky throughout this entire Let's Play, and probably going into my next Let's Play. I still have to kind of psych myself into doing these. But right now it's all practice, so I've talked long enough. Have a good night, guys, and see you in the next one.